Tyler, the Creator, no doubt. Blur, Baba Booey. All right. Coachella, day 2. All right. Hey, honey, we got to get some gluten-free vegan pizza today. So day 2, talking about some of my thoughts. Got through the entire, watched everybody, took some extra time. Just wanted to make sure it was thorough for you guys, to give you really good suggestion playlist. Check it out, some of my favorites. And I didn't just listen to a couple songs. We had our Shazam holding up. If we couldn't find the set list, thank you people who post the set list, the exact set list online, so we can find stuff easier. But I'm hungry, so I gotta go get some food. I got my cheat sheet schedule here. We're gonna go through them. Tyler, the Creator, right off the bat, that was the headliner. Dude, he played everything I could want. It was so cool the way he did the set with the cool desert camping background. He comes out exploding out of the RV camper. Hilarious the whole time. Great features too. Of course, you had Caliucci, she had A$AP Rocky, you had Donald Glover, Childish Gambino came out there for a second. The Earthquake guy, the names are gonna escape me unfortunately right now, but absolutely fantastic. Right before it, we had No Doubt. You know what? I didn't realize who No Doubt was. Shout out to Gwen Stefani. Some of the songs I recognize. I even played in a band that kind of sounded like No Doubt back in the day. I guess there's more to the story there with a lot of these bands. I guess they're back together, or always were. I don't know. I loved it. Really great, lively stage presence. Really enjoyed the set. We had Blur right before them. Blur was rocking and rolling, just playing their bangers straight through. The Gorillaz guy. That's, I guess, how I knew. Sublime. So Sublime, you know, we don't have the main guy anymore, but we have his son. And he said something like, we're going to ride this train till the wheels fall off. That stood out to me. Hey, he sounded pretty good. You could tell he was kind of embellishing some things on his own. He was doing some extra growly screams that I don't remember hearing in the Sublime record. But hey, we loved the guy with the green hat. It was fun. Super fun. Santa Fe Klan. Latino vibes. It was really great set. Great dancing to go along with it. Enjoyed that set. They didn't show Jaqck Glam, but then we have the next stage. Gesaffelstein, the dude who I didn't realize collaborated with The Weeknd on My Dear Melancholy, had a song there. The Weeknd did not come out and perform, but it was a great set, really fun EDM bangers. Great production. She was wearing this silver. Fun. Then we had Jungle. Jungle was electro house bangers. Live instrumentation thrown in there. Jon Batiste. I was all for the Jon Batiste set. Man, he just... if he had... I mean, he surprised me coming out for the Lana Del Rey performance, but let me tell you something. Jon Batiste can hold his own with anybody in the world. What an amazing performer, just really happy and positive and energetic. Fun, wearing this pink suit, just having the time of my life watching Jon Batiste perform, pulling in dominoes. We got Blxst. Blxst had some good rap bangers, really soulful. As was Vampire Weekend. Vampire Weekend was fantastic. Should be Mark. That's it. Awesome. Thank you. Appreciate it. You're good. Vampire Weekend was fantastic. Just spun the new album and thoroughly enjoyed that. They played some of the old school bangers. Not as much from the new stuff, but they really did fit the festival vibe. Apparently they had just been called up to do it and they weren't super prepared. So for that, they Harvard prep school gangster boys. And then we had Gabe Real. Yeah, Gabe Real. If that's the Gabe Real that I know, is that the guy who toured with Toby Mac? Is it anybody y'all know? I just listen to Toby Mac. So that's it for that stage. And the Sonora stage. No snoring going on here. We had Brutalismus, straight tech trance, blow your hair back, sub woof bass. Yeah. Super sick. They were doing some clever... They took the Dido song, the Big Dido song that has been sampled a lot, and they sampled it in their own really unique way. The Bar Italia band I think they're more like a lo-fi indie pop band. Anyway, they were great. A couple songs were really good. Never heard them, so that was cool to discover who they were. And then we had the Red Pears, another lo-fi kind of indie rock twangy band. I mean, they're okay. That was, I think, you know, I listened to some of the studio stuff too after, just to make sure I didn't miss out on anything, because that stage, for whatever reason, is not like mixed properly for the live stream. A little bit lo-fi, I guess that goes with the theme, but it didn't really do it justice. But they're kind of cool. They sounded actually better live than some of the recordings that sounded really roomy and lo-fi. Depresión Sonora. Interesting that they played on the Sonora stage. That was another, I'm using the term loosely, lo-fi band. A little bit of rap influence, I think, on this one. Hailing from somewhere of Spanish descent, the Adicts, a legendary band from the 80s punk scene. And wow, they brought the energy and the, wow, that was fun. People were doing a mosh pit for Viva la Revolucion, that was fun. And then Aquabats, I enjoyed them, the pool party song, that was fun. Very fun. They do the costumes, the full thing. Goofy in the best possible, funnest way. I appreciate when bands can pull it off so well and not just be a gimmick. It's very fun. Girl Ultra. Gultra. That would be a cool name. Girl Ultra kind of fit this sound from a lot of the other bands on this stage too. A little more chilled out and fun as well. We're on to the next Gobi. So we had Orbital with more tech house bangers. You already know. And I picked the best one for you from that set. We did have Kaarl, which I'd never heard. Spanish music, a little bit acoustic pop, a little bit of folk lo-fi. Took me off guard. Some of these huge artists that we just never hear about. So that was fun to listen to. Saint Levant. Oh yeah, he was the dude with the, he was wearing the, like the shower robe. You had electronic, upbeat jams that were mixed with soulful stuff. So I really got to see him collaborate. The collaboration one he did was great, but it was a ton of unreleased stuff, I believe, on his. So unfortunately, that stuff, it's fun when they do unreleased stuff, but when you can't find it to share with people, it makes it harder. But yeah, he was, if you like that rap, do some Macklemore type stuff. He was making Macklemore blush. Sounded great. Oneohtrix Point Never, throwing down some crazy collage soundscapes at Coachella Festival. You could tell the production was there. Even compared to some of the other amazing, you know, DJ sets, there were some interesting mixes. It sounded like mixed with some stuff I couldn't even find on Shazam. So very interesting electronic. Same vein as like, ooh, I love Clarence Clarity. Would love to see Clarence Clarity play at Coachella too. Igloo Ghost, similar artists as Oneohtrix. So that was great. Palace was like a jangle pop indie rock vibe. Really good song. A couple songs from them that I enjoyed. Kind of like Editors. A little bit of Editors mixed with like Franz Ferdinand. That's probably the best way to describe it. Who else? The Last Dinner Party. Whoa! Last Dinner Party, slaying. No way was I gonna miss that set. They've been, there we go. Yeah, no way we're gonna go inside and eat a little snack, and we'll finish up talking about everything, obviously. But man, The Last Dinner Party. Amazing costumes. They really had great showmanship that I did, just not having really dove deep into their stuff. Now I'm definitely going to. All the big hits were fantastically performed. And I don't know, they just stand out as a really unique artist, and I think that you're going to see them climb. They're not going to be performing a small stage for much longer. It reminded me last year of the Boy Genius set. Of course, Boy Genius got a huge Coachella set last year. That was probably my favorite artist. Oh boy. It's jittery. We got to go inside. I have no idea if this is recording. It does not look to be. Got the list in hand. Okay. Talked about the last dinner party. Thuy. Could not figure out a pronunciation because she never said it throughout. So now I can look at the song too. Obsessed. That was the good song. Because I'm obsessed with soulful, laid-back vibes too. Young Fathers. So I had discovered them maybe a year ago. And live, I feel like I finally get them. Before, they were cool. They were very eccentric and very, tribal beats and really not down the center of the plate type stuff, which I love usually. And then seeing them perform live, I feel like I really get what they're going for. They just captured it so well. That was Young Fathers with Rice. But they had several other ones that I really liked as well. Erika de Casier. I have something from her. Puppy Love. Laid back and soulful again. And a lot of the people in the crowd knew a lot of the lyrics, which, again, you dig a little deep, you find some really cool, unique artists like that. I love that soulful sound. And Elusive, they didn't show. Man, got through Gobi. Now we're in Mojave. The drum. That indie rock sound, that's working for him. They sound really just clean and simple, almost really just pop production with upbeat tempos. And they've been around since the early 2010s, which I didn't really know. Very cool. Days. That was my favorite song. Coil Ray came on. That was fire. Make My Day with David Guetta. I didn't know she collabed with David Guetta. Hot Like a Sauna. That lyric is hot out here too, even though we're in the East. That's one artist you can dance, get into. Charlotte DeWitt. Had not heard of her. She did some trance stuff, so I picked one of those for you. Bleachers came on. I think they have great stage performance too. I think Bleacher stuff really hasn't sucked into my soul and ripped my heart out. Never moved me in that way, even though I've had a friend who introduced me to them, and I was like, okay, that's cool. But you gotta love the live presence, and the energy they give was definitely there. Also, I was trying to think of the best way to describe, Jack Antonoff's outfits. It's like that guy who just got home from church 5 minutes ago with, the button-downs halfway off, the slacks are, the belt's off. Hey, it was a great set. Especially if you love Bleachers, you're going to love that. Kevin Abstract, Brockhampton fame. Brockhampton broke up, he yelled out, and that song with Quedeca was cool. Kevin, he felt very awkward, and there were some moments where, it just felt awkward. I think he's used to having other people around him to flow off of. But hey, the performances were there, and he was dressed up like I was trying to think of a comparison like Jason Aldean, but he just needed the cowboy hat, and that would have completed the look with the red flannel, the opened up shirt, and the blue jeans with the camo patches on it. I'm telling you what, he's on another style level. And Ray, that was cool. Ray's set, she was just really open and honest with her songs and how she didn't like her label, and she's been through so much stuff, which was really cool that she talked about all that. But she and her whole band had this cool, formal outfit theme that was very cool. Such a great singer, too. Great performer. Kenya Grace. She was a singer who was doing beats and singing. Someone that talented to do that. Strangers. Upbeat electronic, a little bit of spacey, kind of late night vibe. So the next thing we had on the Sahara stage, we had Dam Dalla, the electro DJ. Really sick production. I spent some time trying to Shazam one of the ones earlier before Rhyme Dust, but Rhyme Dust was great. It's hard with the DJ sets because they do the mixes, so it may not be an actual song that they put out, release of streaming. Lay Seraphim. They had with Nile Rodgers, song with him. That was super cool. 5 different nationalities. That's what I'm reading here. I didn't realize that. And kind of a collaboration. Unforgiven with Nile Rodgers. That was probably my favorite. And you had ISO Knock, which was another collaboration, it looked like, between a couple artists. Tech House Bangers. What can I say? I picked one out for you. Ice Spice. Just before that. She's so popular on another level now. And she was fire. She's got a great just stage presence and energy about her with the song. The crowd was super into it, which was fun to see. In Hamoud, that was my favorite, but played a new song. I almost picked Boy's a Liar, because that's a fun one with Pink Panther-esque. But a lot of people love that Ice Spice performance if you're an Ice Spice fan, for sure. Grimes. Grimes, it gets the award. I'm giving her the award for most chaotic technical malfunctions. Her songs, she was trying to, she explained it literally after every song that guys were having major technical difficulties. I'm trying to figure out why the BPMs are at double speed to what I had sent them in, but I sent them in an hour ago. Anyway, here's the song. And completely chaotic and fun. Grimes really, you could tell that Grimes really put in what she wanted to play. Fantasia. Yeah, half of this stuff was unreleased. She did Rihanna, Be Better Have My Money. That was fun. I will put the first song she did. You know, Grimes is really dubsteppy, which I loved. Purple Disco Machine. The funk was laid down. Everybody was dancing and having a good time. I picked out one for you. It's really hard for me to pick one Purple Disco song because if you heard one, you've sort of heard them all. It's one long funk dance sesh, okay? That's all I'm trying to say. Destroy Lonely. Rap. I think I picked one for you. You might enjoy. Very much in that Ken Carson vein. I'm not a connoisseur of mumble trap, but hey, I gave it a shot. And then there's a whole other stage. Yuma and Quasar, you know, they don't show those. I got through day 2. Coachella, week 1. I didn't really know they did week 1 and week 2. I thought it was just one thing. That confused me last year. And today, I gotta go watch, of course, Doja Cat headlining the night. Other big names, Lil Yachty. We have Krungbin, probably the most excited for them. Sure, they have a pastiche, but slow dancing to some Krungbin at a festival, now we're talking. BB Rexha, J Balvin, there's gonna be some other bigger name stuff. Hopefully I'll be able to pull up some good stuff from that. Victoria Monet, Taking Back Sunday, I do love me some emo. And I think there's going to be some more surprises for the night. You know, floating points on another stage, the Quasar stage. I wonder if they'll show that. Probably not. And of course, we're always loving discovering of new music. Hopefully y'all are enjoying the songs that are going into the playlist. I would be impressed if y'all knew every single song, all the deep cuts from every single one of these artists. There's no way unless you would do this 18 hours a day for years. So yeah. Appreciate you stopping by. We're going to be back tomorrow with the laptop in hand, summing up the final night. We got vinyl shootouts incoming too. Oh man, got like 3 of them. I don't want to spoil it too much, but there may be a really cool turkey vulture flying over, a drone shot of one of my videos. Keep on grooving your way.